All right, and spawning here in the bottom right position is going to be the blue Terran and the orange Zerg player representing UC Davis, Spice, and Lava Fern. So we're going to have a TZ for UC Davis. Spawning in the top left is going to be the red Terran Skilla and the purple Zerg Vapox representing OSU. Is that Skilla? Is that or is it Scylla?
Scylla? I think it's Scylla.
It might be Scylla.
I think
Either way,
I believe that
do
was
have a
Greek
mirror
god
match.
in charge of StarCraft.
Do have a mirror matchup here on this 2v2 map. I don't really know all that much about this particular 2v2 map because I do not play 2s all that often, but it looks like the natural ramp is pretty wide, so you can take your bases together and try and set up a defensive posture, but there is a pretty wide entrance, so any kind of early aggression is also pretty viable, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, this map really reminds me of the Wings of Liberty 2v2 map, the stretched out one with the lava all over it. I'm blanking on the name right now. Probably.
I have no idea, but I do know which map you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, the shared ramps that funnel into easy naturals for both teams. So it looks very similar. Of course, you have this additional wrap to defend. But while these players are getting set up, I mean, of course, tune in tomorrow. We're going to have more community King of the Hill stuff, and you can play. So look for that announcement. I'm sure it'll be going up on Reddit and Team Liquid tomorrow. Find out how to play, and I'm sure you guys get good stuff for playing and for talking to us on Raid Call. And what's going on in the game? It looks like all players are just setting up their nice little barracks.
See Vapox. Vapox has the Overlord skin. Overlord skin is one of my favorite new skins, I would say. Have you had a chance to check them all out, Frick? Have you seen some of the skins?
I've seen some of them. I mean, I hope there's more coming out in the future because I could think of like
I would love
skins
that.
that I want. But this Overlord skin is pretty darn good looking. Kind of looks like an elephant though.
Yeah, I mean, but that's awesome though.
But it's like an awesome elephant that
exactly
would totally beat you up in StarCraft. So I'm okay with that.
Right. And I mean, I have the Pylon skin. I'm very proud, and I can't wait to get the Zealot. In terms of this game, though, looks like Skill is going to open up with a Reaper, and I mean, I just can't talk enough about how good the Reaper is in Heart of the Swarm. It's going to be a great tool, just kind of pop in and out, keep him alive, and keep good tabs on Spice and Lava Fern. And meanwhile, Spice is just now getting his factory. So, you know, Spice, I have. I've seen him play here and there, and he's just going to be a solid player, man. He's going to bring out some Widow Mines, I really feel like, and some Hellions.
Yeah, I mean, he did switch to Terran for this season of CSL to help out with the 2v2. He's main race Zerg, and he's traditionally less APM. Right now, I think his APM in the tournament is 146.
Ooh,
so
Vapox actually going to get Vapox actually going to get an early Overlord picked off, and that's actually a bigger deal than you would think. I mean, it's so early in the game. Now he's supply blocked at 23 out of 20, and that's... Oh, man, that stings, man.
Yeah, and this Reaper is just running into a whole bunch of damage right now. He will be picking... No, he does not pick off enough. Oh, man, that Marine is just saying, get out of my base, Reaper. I'm a Marine.
Said
that is
just
what
like
he
that,
said.
Too. He actually said that verbatim.
But it looks like both teams are going for a more laid-back macro 2v2 game. Both Terrans have thrown down their expansions. Of course, Zerg players working off 2 bases as well. Pretty good stuff right now. And it's going to be interesting to see what tech they go for. Of course, all those new unit options open. I'd like to theorize what Baneling Hellbat would look like. I'd like to think that's pretty cool.
I mean... Yeah, Banelings plus anything is probably a lot of fun to watch. I think Banelings and Widow Mines would also be really cool to watch in action. Like the Banelings connecting as
brutal.
the missiles are connecting, it's just like double explosion.
Yeah, that'd be... Maybe you could nuke at the same time and throw down a Seeker missile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
just
throw
so many explosions down that the game just freezes. The other players are forced to cry. Right now, it looks like Hellion Banelings are being prepared by the UC Davis team. I kind of like that build, and lots of 4 Hellions here. What's there going to be a defense? Looks like Bunker being thrown out a little bit late. Scylla does not have too many units. He has a handful of Marines, but if one good Baneling connects, it could be game over right now. The Banelings of Vapox got picked off, and the Banelings... Oh my gosh, all the Marines just saved a bunch of Banelings. This bunker is not going to be able to set up at all, and this UC Davis team is raining down havoc right now, taking down the Queen. Banelings connecting. So many drones are going down. The Hellions are running to the main right now, and Banelings morphing right behind. There's just not enough production right now out of Scylla to help back up, really, and the lane streaming into the base going to cause a lot of damage, while the Hellions just keep those numbers low of those Zerglings.
Yeah, Speece and Lava Fern are doing so much damage right now.
Yeah.
Scylla is now finally coming out with a reinforcing wave of Marines, but we do see Speece and Lava Fern kind of just darting up into the main of Vapox. Vapox still has a decent amount of drones, though, and this will get cleaned up, so I mean, it's not all bad. If we look at the drone count, I mean, that is the worst of it. Vapox has 20 versus the 30-ish of Lava Fern, but here comes more reinforcements. Looks like it is going to be held off by Scylla's nice bio count, but there are Banelings behind it as well, and I don't know, Frank, this is looking very close right now.
It's gonna be, it's be careful with those Banelings. They took a lot of damage from that single Baneling, but a very nice split by Scylla, and I feel like these Lings are not going to be able to do too much more damage. Oh no, more Banelings! Oh, nice. They did not do enough damage right now. I mean, UC Davis, they're getting set up, though. They have Widow Mines. They're not going to be busted anytime soon. You were right. Widow Mines are out. It looks like this reactor starport is going to be in production very shortly, and I like that kind of combination, especially with Zerg, of course. Let's see what technology that Larvifern chooses to go for. His layer
Ling run by. Oh, actually, that's his teammate. I was like, oh, Ling run by, is the Widow Mine's going to go off? And no, never mind. We do see Aspire just about completing 4 Vapox, and Speece actually dropped Widow Mines into the main base of Vapox. Must have missed that, and it looks like they have 10 kills total. So that's pretty solid. The drone count of Vapox remaining at 20 as a result, which definitely hurts a lot. That Spire is not going to be super useful. I mean, he just doesn't have the resources to... I mean, he's going to make like 2 Mutalisks, and that's... 2 Mutalisks just wandering around is like the least threatening thing ever.
Yeah, now that the lair is done, it looks like Larvifern's going for a Hydralisk Den. I thought he was going to go for Mutas, because Mutas, with their regeneration, with dropships, or medevacs, would just be absolutely crazy. They'd never die. But Hydras are good too, man.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, they'd just be instantly back to full health.
Yeah, Mutalisks, they're pretty good in Heart of the Swarm, but so are Hydralisks, so I mean,
yeah,
solid choices either way. I think that, you know, Lava Fern and Speece at this point feel solidly ahead. So Hydralisk is sort of that safe choice. I just want to get that bulky ground army. I know we're in good shape. Let's just go and kind of macro up a decent ground army and kill him.
Yeah, and of course Widow Mine's also very popular, but of course we saw ST Life show off. He just goes, what? These are good units? I don't think so. Just runs right by him, man.
I know. I think the whole play around Widow Mine's just going to evolve so much, man. I was seeing some stuff about, you know, using changelings to bait Widow Mine hits and things like that. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but either way, it just goes to show that there's so much potential involved. Obviously, MC using Oracle and Phoenixes to lift them up. I mean, there's just so much, you know, skill variance in dealing with those Widow Mines. So it's going to be exciting to see how that unit and how people deal with it develops.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Larvifern is going for a super risky expansion here on the right. I believe it definitely, no, it has not been scouted. But Scylla is doing a double drop right now. It's going to run right into these Spore Crawlers. Got to be careful, man. Oh my gosh. Going to try to drop. There's a lot of, I mean, there's this is not good. Oh my gosh.
He's actually going to unload almost every single unit. That was unbelievable.
That was nice.
Literally Spore Crawlers, Missile Turrets, Hydralisks, but he does get Marines out into the main base. Lava Fern now is going to respond with Lings and Hydralisks, so he's going to be able to clean up these Marines. Not that much damage done, but man, that was an entertaining drop.
It could have gone much worse. It could have just been running a medevac directly into 8.
And now, and now look at Vapox's Mutalisk count. You know, I was kind of poking fun that he would only be able to get 2 a little bit earlier, but he's gotten that drone count up. And now he's up to 11 Mutalisks, so that's a pretty solid number. And he's going to be able to pick off Overlords and clean up the map, but here comes a push from
Speece. This push is looking scary. I mean, but there's Hydras too. Hydras are very good against Mutalisks. A lot of Marines here, medevacs. Oh no, do not lose Mutalisks! Here, he lost 1. And this push is looking very scary right now, but he needs to be backed up by Larvifern, because you can see, I mean, this is not a small force for Scylla. And there's Banelings here, which are going to be able to do huge amounts of damage. Larva Fern is leaving his teammate a little bit undefended. I'm not sure he has the amount of army here to defend a true push from both of these players right now.
Yeah.
OSU, they might be able to wipe out right now. Oh my god, running into Siege Tank Fire. Never good decision. Losing a Widow Mine right there. Oh man, a very nice position here by Speece. He's going to take out this Widow Mine. Absolutely no problems.
Yeah,
Never
I mean,
mind.
UC Davis is doing such a good job right now. Speece setting up this soft contain outside the natural ramp. He has no intention of pushing up there without Lava Fern. And, you know, he sets up the soft contain, and Lava Fern says, all right, I'm going to sit back, build up my army, and deal with any Mutalisk counter-aggression. That's exactly what he did.
A drop by Speece. He's going to start picking off these add-ons to the buildings. Scylla forced to drop upon him, but it's going to be okay right now. He's trying to bait into the siege tanks. There's a lot of Zerglings, though. They're doing a ton of damage. Where is Larva Fern? He's nowhere in sight, but these Lings do get cleaned up. The Mutas are almost all gone, though. That is a huge problem there. The tanks do get cleaned up, but oh my gosh. And what?
I don't know.
Sorry. That was weird. Anyways, so this push that was absolutely crazy. I mean, a great split by Speece to keep all of his units alive, and I think that OSU is definitely on the back foot right now. Larva Fern's army is finally engaged, and man, they are pushing up that ramp like Bruce Willis would push into a terrorist base and just kill everything. Baneling's jumping in as well. This Roach Hydra army is absolutely great. And right now we have, oh man, the terrorist beast cleaning up so much on the low ground. There's just no reinforcements that can counter this right now. A drop by Scylla trying to pick off a planetary fortress from Speece. Unfortunately, planetary fortresses are pretty darn good. And right now, I mean, yep, the OSU is throwing in the towel. Chris, are you with me?
Yeah, I am. I'm just getting a little bit of feedback from you, that's all. But GG's either way. They cleaned it up.
So we will be back with game number 4. Of course, UC Davis just took the lead. It's 2-1 here in the CSL March Madness. Of course, a huge shout out to our sponsors, Raid Call and NCIX. We'll be back after the break.